Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter. In early March of 2017, a woman checked into a motel along North Patterson Avenue in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. She had recently left a family member's home after an argument. Reports say she left with several bags of her belongings. For a few days, there were signs that she was still there. And then, those signs stopped. No confirmed sightings, no verified contact. What happened next remains unclear. This is the story of Mary Magdalene Smith. Mary Magdalene Smith was born June 17, 1955. By 2017, she was in her early 60s and living in the Winston-Salem area. Reports at the time indicated Mary was living with several health challenges. They included schizophrenia and a heart condition. Like many people managing health issues, Mary depended on routine and the support of those around her. Records also show she received disability benefits. The events leading up to Mary's disappearance began in early March of 2017. In the days before she disappeared, Mary had been staying with her sister. At some point, an argument occurred. Afterward, Mary left the house. Reports say Mary was wearing a white t-shirt, a black hooded sweatshirt, black wind pants, and gray Champion sneakers with lime green trim. She was also carrying 2 trash bags filled with clothing. Before leaving, Mary told family members she was going to stay at a motel. The motel was located along North Patterson Avenue. Reports at the time identified the property as a Motel 6. In later records, the same location has been referred to as the Roadway Inn. Mary checked into a room there. Records show she paid in advance to stay until March 9th. For a short time, the motel appeared to be a temporary place for her to stay. But the timeline that follows is not perfectly clear. Records show Mary left her sister's house on March 1st, 2017. The last known sighting of Mary was around March 4th. One motel employee later said they believed they had seen Mary standing on a balcony with 3 men. But that sighting has never been confirmed as the final moment anyone saw her. What is clear is this. Sometime in early March of 2017, Mary Magdalene Smith disappeared. At first, her absence did not immediately lead to a missing person report. But as time passed, the silence became more concerning. Family members stopped hearing from her. Her disability benefits were not being accessed. There were no bank transactions, no phone calls. Mary had also been carrying about $600 from a recent disability check. There was no sign that money was ever used. About 2 months later, a missing person report was filed for Mary Magdalene Smith. As the search for answers began, police and family members started looking for any clue about what may have happened. Weeks later, while searching the area themselves, a family member noticed something lying in a vacant lot: a red backpack. Family members believed the backpack belonged to Mary. The lot was located about a mile from the motel. The discovery raised a question: how did Mary's backpack end up there? In July of 2017, police conducted a large search in the area. About 50 officers took part in the search. Search dogs were also used. The search covered an area of roughly 8 acres. The goal was to find anything that might explain what happened to Mary. Personal items, evidence, any sign of where she went. But even after the search, there were still no answers. Over time, investigators followed multiple leads. Police received dozens of tips. By early 2019, authorities said they had received at least 8 leads in the case. None of them led to Mary. Police have said they continue to stay in contact with her family, and the investigation has remained open. Authorities have never said what they believe happened to her. For her family, the questions have never gone away. Where did Mary go after leaving the motel? Who, if anyone, saw her last? And what happened in the hours after she was last seen on North Patterson Avenue? Nearly a decade later, Mary Magdalene Smith has never been located. The Winston-Salem Police Department continues to list her as a missing person, and the case remains unsolved. Mary is a Black woman with black hair and brown eyes. She has extensive scarring from prior burns over much of her body, as well as a surgical scar on her chest. She also has pins in her right wrist. Anyone with information about the disappearance of Mary Magdalene Smith is urged to contact the Winston-Salem Police Department. Contact information is listed in the show notes. Our thoughts are with Mary Magdalene Smith's family and loved ones. As we close out this episode, remember, sharing her story helps remind people Mary is still missing, and it keeps attention on the need for answers. For updates and more cases, follow Hunting for Answers. You can also connect with us through our Facebook group and find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Reach out if there's a story you believe deserves attention. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.